And the town revenue goes down to 214.
But that would be an addition.
You mean if the bags were $1 each, they would go down to $2.14 as opposed to $3.39?
That's right.
Okay.
And let me just do all the numbers here so you get it right. So that what I'm doing now is trying to figure out what the additional costs. So the people that are getting island rubbish and paying island rubbish now would, instead of paying $2.88, would pay $3.84. They'd be paying 96 instead of 144 at $1.50 a bag. At $1 a bag, they'd be paying $96 more a year. So that's $3.84. The people who are using the people that are using the transfer station would pay $96 plus the $100 fee, plus the $100 transfer station fee. They'd be paying $196, or $96 more than they're paying now. So everybody pays $96 more.
Right.
And if you recycle a lot, you would pay less than $96.
That's scenario 3, right?
Yes.
Which is keeping the same as now.
And added bags.
I am required bags, you have to use the bags. That's going to require someone monitoring it at the transfer station.
So the transfer station costs could go up.
Not necessarily, he's there.
Pardon me?
Not necessarily, he's there.
He's there, but he'd have to stand guard at that. You're familiar with the transfer station where you dump the stuff in? He'd have to stand guard there.
Pretty much happens now.
Well, people come with a bucket, 55-gallon bucket, and they just run up to the thing and toss it in there. He's going to have to inspect before you toss it in there, just to make sure you got the bags right. If you got a black bag in there, he's not going to allow you to do it. You're going to go home and put it in a green bag. So, you know, if he wants to take a coffee break and a truck pulls up, drops the coffee and goes.
Well, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, you can do the best you can,
Yeah,
but you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, we just have to set some things, some ideas out. Some of them
Well, it's an
are
idea.
extreme.
And
But
everybody pays $96 more a year.
That's not really that bad.
And that would be across the board fair, and it would also encourage people to not throw away so much trash.
At $1 a bag.
I mean, we're paying 34 cents a bag, so. We could
And
go 50
the other
cents for little
benefit
bags.
that Bruce would love,
28 cents.
28.
the other benefit that Bruce would love, he gets another $214,000 worth of revenue that he didn't have before
Well, maybe he
from bag sales.
can enhance the transfer station.
You could do a lot for $250,000. So, yeah, the town council would love that, but then they have to sell it to.
Well, like everything else, you just mandate it. I mean, we're being mandated to increase our recycling. We don't really have a
Right.
choice. We don't have a choice, and no one likes to see anything increase, but that's the mandate of the state, is to increase recycling. It's not something the town's just doing just because they want revenue. They're
Well,
just
it's an
gonna be-
alternative.
They're
It's
gonna
an
be
alternative.
fined, we're gonna be fined if
Yep.
we don't meet the quota,
Yep.
and that in turn is gonna affect the residents in another way, so, I mean, we all live here, we should care.
I guess in my heart, what I'm trying to find is something that doesn't increase the cost unless you decide not to recycle. You're paying what you're paying today, and you could actually have a savings if you recycle. That's your positive incentive. If the town comes out and says, we really want to recycle, and because of that, we're charging you $96 more a year than you're paying today. How can I save
Well-
$96,000? I can't. I can never get back to where I was before, ever.
The $96 is being charged, would be charged because because people are not doing what they should be doing right now. If residents did what they should be doing, recycling anything and everything they possibly could, we wouldn't be existing right now. We wouldn't have a problem.
But in order to get to where you are today, you'd have no trash.
Yeah, you would.
Now, think about it, $96 is for the bags. If you wanted to get to where you're paying today, you would never have trash, because you'd have to pay for the trash bag. In order to get to, you following me?
No,
The transfer station people pay $100 a month right now.
right.
We're gonna give them $96 fee because they have to buy bags to throw the trash away.
Right.
If they ever wanted it personally, if they ever wanted to do a good job recycling and get back to the $100, they would have no trash all year. Because if they had one bag of trash, it would cost you $1. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So there's no way to get back to where you are today. No
Right.
way.
There isn't.
There is no way. So that's a negative incentive. I'm thinking of, if you really do recycle, you can spend less than what you're spending today. That's what the plan that we ought to be looking at, but I can't, but it's
But
eluding me.
we can't find a plan
It's
that works
eluding me.
like that.
There's not a way to do that, because you're dealing with a service, iron rubbish, and you can't tell a business what to charge their customers unless the town is willing to supplement what their fee is now, which isn't fair to the people using the transfer station. Why should pickup be, so unless it's a town service, then you can't really do that. So the town can't supplement that cost to the residents, and then, you got the transfer station people paying the fee that they have to pay, so there's really no way to, I don't think there's any way to make it that way, to make it, so it's not costing.
If there is, it's certainly hiding
No.
in all these numbers, because I've stretched everything I could to try to get it close.
I mean, even if we didn't have to institute, I'm not saying we're doing this, but even if we didn't institute this bag requirement, people are still paying $100 and $288 a year. And to force them to recycle, which is, can't force them to recycle.
You see, if people recycled more, the town cost would be less.
Right.
So, wouldn't it be nice if we could get a plan together for the residents that if they recycle more, they pay less? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, all the plans we got, they're gonna pay more.
Right.
And it's a punishment for those who don't recycle. So I have to pay more for my one bag a week because somebody's not recycling. That would bother me.
It would bother
It
you?
would bother me, yeah.
No, I can understand that, yeah.
So,
I just don't know.
and I'm looking for utopia, I'm looking for the right plan, and it's hiding.
Well,
Somewhere.
maybe this is good to go before the town council and have some folks hearing this and getting more people involved in what's going on. Maybe
That's
the
what I meant about-
conversation,
That's what I meant about
And in the
putting it out to
press.
the people. I know when we did the playground, we had a committee to try to figure out what to do with that. And that's how we did it, was with a public hearing, with input from the people and input from the kids, and, it helped. It helped come up with, locations and all that kind of thing, so.
Did it entail having them spend any more money?
The people?
Yeah,
No, because everything was done through, we did fundraisers
right,
and
right.
all it did
That's where
was
this
the
is
town
different.
just
I
had
think
to
that,
give us the land to do it on.
I think that we really, this is complicated in a way. I think that we have to be pretty clear in what we're asking people to weigh in on.